Hi, I'm Marchie, a 32-year-old lawyer living in New York City. Before I get into my story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more wild tales from my life. You won't want to miss what's next. So I'm sitting in my office, swamped with case files, when my phone buzzes. It's Derek, my boyfriend of 2 years, asking me to meet him at our favorite coffee shop. I had no idea my life was about to change. I arrive at the cafe and see Derek looking nervous but excited. He gets down on one knee, pulls out a ring, and says, "Marchie, will you marry me?" I'm speechless for a moment before I shout, "Yes." The whole cafe bursts into applause. A few weeks later, I meet Derek's family for the first time. His dad, Mike, is cool, but his mom, Karen, well, she's a handful. "So, Marchie," Karen says, looking me up and down. "Derek tells me you're a lawyer. Isn't that a bit stressful for a woman?" I force a smile and reply, "Actually, I find it really rewarding. I love helping people with their legal issues." Karen just hums, clearly not impressed. I can tell we're going to have problems. One day, while dress shopping with Karen and my best friend Samantha, things get tense. "I just think white may not be the most suitable color for you, dear," Karen says with a fake smile. I bite my tongue, but Samantha jumps in. "What exactly are you trying to say, Karen?" Karen just shrugs and says, "Oh, nothing. I just thought Marchie might want something more subtle." Later, over drinks, I vent to Samantha. "I don't know what to do, Sam. It feels like she's determined to hate me." Samantha takes a sip of her drink and asks, "Have you talked to Derek about it?" I sigh and say, "I've tried, but he just says she needs time to get used to me. He doesn't see how bad it is." Samantha leans in and says, "Girl, you need to stand up for yourself. Don't let her walk all over you." On my wedding day, I wake up with butterflies in my stomach. This is the day I've always dreamed of. My bridesmaids burst into the room with champagne, and we start getting ready. "You look stunning, Marchie," Samantha says, helping me into my dress. I smile at my reflection, hardly believing this is real. The music starts, and I walk down the aisle. Derek's eyes light up when he sees me, and for a moment, everything is perfect. The minister begins the ceremony, and we exchange loving glances as he speaks. Then he says, "If anyone has any reason why this couple shouldn't be married, speak now or forever hold your peace." Suddenly, a loud voice breaks the silence. I object. "This woman is already married," someone shouts, waving a paper in the air. "She's a bigamist." Gasps and murmurs spread through the crowd. I feel like I'm trapped in a nightmare. "What are you talking about?" I ask, my voice trembling. Karen marches up to the altar and hands the minister a piece of paper. "This is a marriage certificate. Marchie was married 3 years ago in Las Vegas to a man named Robert Johnson. She never divorced him." The minister examines the document, his brow furrowed. This appears to be authentic." I stare at the paper, shocked. "That's impossible. I've never been married. I've never even been to Las Vegas." Derek turns to me, his face filled with confusion and hurt. "Marchie, what's going on? Is this true?" "Of course not." I cry, tears forming in my eyes. "Derek, you have to believe me. This is a mistake." But I can see doubt creeping into his eyes. The whispers from the guests grow louder, and I can feel them staring at me. "I think we need to postpone this ceremony," the minister says solemnly. My maid of honor, Samantha, rushes to my side. "This is ridiculous. Marchie would never do something like this." But Karen is relentless. "The evidence is right there. She's been lying to all of us, especially you, Derek. I told you she wasn't good enough for this family." "I need some time to think," Derek says, walking away. "How could you keep this from me?" "I didn't keep anything from you," I plead, tears streaming down my face. "This is all the lie." I turn to Karen. "Why are you doing this?" Karen gives me a fake sympathetic look. "I'm just trying to protect my son from a deceitful woman." Samantha grabs my shoulders. "Marchie, listen to me. We're going to figure this out. This has to be a mistake or a setup." I nod numbly, still staring at the doors Derek just walked out of. How could this be happening? How could he not believe me? As the church empties, I'm left standing there in my wedding dress, surrounded by wilting flowers and discarded programs. The happiest day of my life has turned into a nightmare, and I have no idea how to fix it. Samantha hugs me tightly. "Come on, let's get you out of here. We'll get to the bottom of this, I promise." As we leave the church, I see Karen watching me with a smug smile. In that moment, I know this wasn't an accident. Somehow, she's behind this, and I'm going to prove it, no matter what it takes. The days after the wedding disaster are a blur of tears and sleepless nights. But as the shock fades, determination takes over. I'm not giving up without a fight. Sam, I need your help, I tell her. I'm telling you, we have to prove that marriage certificate is fake, I say, pacing around my living room. Samantha nods, her lawyer instincts kicking in. We'll need a professional for this. I know a guy, Mike. He's a private investigator and can dig deeper than we can. We meet Mike at a small rundown diner. He's all business, taking notes as we explain what happened. First things first, Mike says. We need to trace the origin of this certificate. I've got contacts in Vegas who can help. Days go by, and we slowly start putting the pieces together. Mike's contact confirms the marriage certificate is a forgery, but it's a really good one. We're looking for a pro, Mike explains. Someone with serious skills and access to the right equipment. Then, Samantha remembers something. Wait, didn't Karen mention a friend who could get anything done at that awkward family dinner? It's a long shot, but it's all we have. Mike works his magic, and soon we have a name. Jack Thompson, a local forger who's known for his skills. Tracking him down isn't easy, but Mike's persistence pays off. We finally find Jack in a shabby apartment on the outskirts of town. Inside, Jack is nervous, his eyes darting between us. I get straight to the point. We know you forged the marriage certificate for Karen. Prove it wasn't you, or we'll go to the authorities. Jack's face turns pale. Look, I didn't know what she was planning. She said it was for a prank. A prank? I say furious. She ruined my wedding. Jack quickly scrambles to his computer. I have proof. I record all my transactions just in case. He pulls up a video, and there's Karen, clear as day, handing him cash and telling him exactly what she wanted on the certificate. Mike steps in. We'll need you to transfer that to us, he says, his voice firm. Jack nods quickly. Take it, just don't turn me in, okay? As we leave, Samantha turns to me. This is huge, Marchie. But why would Karen go to such extremes? The answer comes as we dig deeper. Mike uncovers a pattern. A trail of forged documents and manipulated evidence, all tied to Derek's past relationships. Karen has been doing this for years. I'm horrified as I realize the truth. Anytime Derek got serious with someone, Karen found a way to ruin it. But the final piece of the puzzle is the most shocking. Mike discovers that Karen is deeply in debt, living a lavish lifestyle funded by loans she can't repay. She's after Derek's trust fund, Samantha concludes. If he marries you, she loses control. It all makes sickening sense. Karen isn't just a controlling mother. She's desperate and dangerous. We've got her, Mike says, his voice full of satisfaction. This is more than enough to clear your name. But as the excitement fades, doubt starts to creep in. How do I even begin to confront Karen with this? And will Derek believe me now, after everything? Samantha squeezes my hand. One step at a time. We've got the truth on our side. I nod, trying to calm my nerves. The path ahead is clear but dangerous. Confronting Karen could tear Derek's family apart. But staying silent would mean living under the weight of her lies. We have to do this, I say firmly. It's time to take Karen down. The day of reckoning finally arrives. I've spent countless hours preparing, planning every detail. As I walk into Derek's family home, my heart races, but my resolve is strong. Karen's smug smile fades when she sees me. What is she doing here? She asks, clearly surprised. I take a deep breath. I'm here to reveal the truth, Karen. The room falls silent as I spread out documents on the coffee table. This is the forged marriage certificate you used to ruin my wedding, I say, holding up a USB drive. And this is video evidence of you paying for the forgery. Karen's face turns pale. That's ridiculous. You can't prove anything. I play the video and Karen's voice fills the room, instructing the forger on exactly what to write. Derek stands up, his face a mix of shock and anger. Mom, what the hell? I explain, Karen has been sabotaging your relationships for years, all to maintain control over your trust fund. She's deeply in debt and was scared that if you married me, she'd lose access to your money. Karen's demeanor shifts instantly and she starts sobbing. I was just trying to protect you, sweetie. But her act falls flat. Detective Johnson steps forward. Karen Miller, you're under arrest for forgery, fraud, and defamation. As Karen is led away in handcuffs, Derek approaches me, his eyes filled with regret. Marchie, I'm so sorry. I should have believed you. Can you ever forgive me? I look at him, seeing the man I thought I'd marry. But that image quickly fades. I'm sorry, Derek, what now? You didn't trust me when it mattered most. That's not something I can forgive. I realize I can't just get over it. Derek nods, understanding but heartbroken. As I leave, I feel a weight lifting off my shoulders. It's finally over. 6 months later, I'm in my office when my phone buzzes with a news alert. Karen has been sentenced to 5 years in prison. I lean back, reflecting on everything that's happened. The betrayal, the fight for justice. It's all led me here. I'm stronger now, wiser. I've thrown myself into challenging legal cases and started mentoring young lawyers. As I look out at the city below, I smile. Karen thought she could break me, but she only made me unbreakable. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm ready for it. My phone rings, a new client. I answer with confidence, Mara speaking. How can I help you? As I listen to their story, that familiar fire ignites inside me. Another battle for justice, another chance to make things right. This is what I was meant to do, and I wouldn't have it any other way. That's the end of Marchie's story. Now, I want to hear from you. Was Marchie right to reject Derek's apology, or should she have given him a second chance? Is trust, once broken, truly impossible to repair in a relationship? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get a real discussion going about forgiveness, trust, and where we draw the line in relationships. If this story got you thinking, hit that like button and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Your engagement helps keep these stories coming. See you in the next video.